Assalamu alaikum, grade 10 computer science students. We will start lesson number 11. This lesson is about compilers. Let's start. I have a sample program and this is about hello world. If I want to write a program, this is a code in C language, this is in Java, and this is in Python. As I told you before, if you write a program in a high-level language, computer will not understand it directly. You must translate it into machine language, the language that computer understands. So what a compiler do is, it will translate a program that is written in high-level language into machine language that computer understands. Compiler is a computer program or a software that takes the code written in high-level language and translates it to machine code. So this is what is a compiler. Look at the picture here. You write the program. This is a small program that is in C++ language, and this is a compiler, and when it's converted, it is converted into machine code. So this is what exactly a compiler do. The code produced by programmer, this is called source code, and this source code is written generally in high-level language, and it needs to be translated into machine code so that computer can read, computer can execute, computer can run it. As we discussed before, computer can only process machine code. It means something that is written in zeros and ones. So whatever you write in high-level language, it needs to be translated. And until and unless it's translated, computer will not understand it. When you are running the source code through the compiler, is called compiling. The process is called compiling the code, and each high-level language has its own compiler. A compiler translates the whole of the source code in one go. It means it will not translate it instruction by instruction, but compiler take the whole program and translate it into machine code. If there are errors, then the program will not be compiled and you will get errors on the screen. And when you get errors on the screen, the compiling process will stop and you need to remove the errors before you can compile it again. So the errors are like the grammatical errors. Maybe you missed something in the text and now the compiler will not understand it, so you need to correct it. The machine code from the compiler output is an executable file, .exe file, and this file will contain the whole of the machine code needed for the CPU to process, and this file can be stored for future use whenever the program needed. So when you are running the application software and when you are running the game software or any other apps, you must have the file copy, that is .exe file, and when you click on that file you can actually running the application software, or if you are playing a game or you are running any other software. Error handling is an important feature of a compiler. Most programmers will not write a perfect program in their first attempt. Yes, it's part of the business. If you have errors, then you are not supposed to worry about it. It always happens, and when we will be doing the programming languages, you will practice it, that you will get the errors and you are there to remove it. The compiler will run through the program and produce a report for all the errors. When you are running the program, if there are errors, then you will get a report about the errors, and this report is telling you where something is not working. It gives you an error list with the exact location where this error where these errors are. And this report is used by the programmer to check the source code again and fix the errors. When your programs are error free, then you can compile and run it again. Removing the error is called debugging. So debugging means the process of removing errors from the source code. I have shown you these examples in the previous lesson as well. This is the same example. When you write this program in the editor of the language, then when you compile it and this compilation is successful, then you will get the result. And if there are errors, you will get error message. And this is for QBasic. When you write this program and if there are no errors, then you compile it, and when you compile it, then you can see this result after successful compilation. Home task for you. You need to write about what is a compiler, what is a compiling, or what is a compiling process, what is the name of the code after compiling, and what happens to the source code if the source code has error. So what happens? This is your home task, and you send this on my WhatsApp. This concludes our lesson for today, and if you have any questions, any confusion, you can send on my WhatsApp. Thank you.